Hello, I'm back. I'm back in the shed. There is no room to move in this shed. I have about a space about this big for my feet, and the rest of it is just full of junk. It desperately needs to be organised, but that is not happening today. I've been brought outside by my dogs, who have insisted, you can see them stealing compost in the background, insisted that we should be outside today because actually it's turned out to be lovely again. So I thought that I would get just a couple of little things done, sort of still in the same spirit of my previous video, just trying not to rush things or put myself under pressure, but just enjoying pottering around and feeling my way into spring. I wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone for the really warm reception of my last video. I had some really beautiful comments. It's been really lovely to read them and to message back and to kind of get to know you a little bit. So thank you very much for that. I'm really, really grateful. Today's video is also going to be a short one. I've just got one thing that I'm here to do, and that is I'm going to sow the first seeds of the year. I'm sowing asparagus. This is a variety called Conover's Colossal. It's an exceptionally high yielding variety, and I'm going to try and sow asparagus from seed, partially because it's cheaper, and is there really any other reason? No, I think it's literally just because it's cheaper. I've never tried to sow asparagus from seed before, so I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm hoping that I can get just a really large collection of plants that because I've got quite a big space that I can make into a permanent asparagus bed, and it would just be prohibitively expensive to buy crowns for that. So if I can grow the plants, then I can just fill the space and use it to the best advantage. It means taking an extra year before you get to full harvest or full maturity of the plants. So it will be year 4 and beyond of these, if they're successful, that I will start to get good harvest. And the second one is, oh, I should say, these I need to sow in March and April. So good time for this. And the other thing that I want to grow is verbena, which is this beautiful sort of purple biferous umbrella-y flower that you see in cottage gardens all over the place, and I'm just obsessed. So I really desperately want some in the garden for this year. And this has a sowing schedule of January to April, so perfect time for this one as well. I've barely been in this shed over winter. I've got no idea where anything is, so I've got just 2 little seed trays. I've got some labels. I'm just going to find some soil to put in there and sprinkle some seeds following the packet instructions and see what happens. You are balanced right now because I'm filming very spontaneously again, and I still haven't found my tripod. You are balanced very precariously on a piece of the shed, so I'm not going to be doing too much moving you around, but I'll be back when I'm ready to sprinkle some seeds. I found a bag of seed compost, and I'm just giving it a shake in case, because as much as I love garden insects, I don't like it when spiders climb out. Okay, I stupidly, foolishly moved the camera after saying I wasn't going to talk to you about spiders, and then the entire filming system has collapsed, so you're even more precariously balanced than you were before. But I think I'm ready. The verbena says sow a 1/4 inch deep or 1/2 centimetre in a tray of compost, water well, and keep in an unheated greenhouse, cold frame or kitchen windowsill. So I'm just liberally scattering the seeds into this seed tray. The seeds are really tiny, and I don't know if this is like general horticulture practice or just something that makes me feel more comfortable, but when you get tiny seeds and you get a lot of them in a packet, it makes me immediately suspicious that the germination rate is poor. And so I have held back only a few of these in case I don't get any seedlings sprouting, and I've used most of the packets to maximise my chances of getting something. I'm just going to cover that with the requisite amount of compost on top. That should be about right. Very gently spread it around so that it is even, and then I'm going to use the other one, the other tray, to tamp it down and make sure that all the seeds have maximum contact with the soil. And I should write a label. Now, the asparagus packet says, sow thinly, cover with 1.5 centimetres of fine compost, firm gently and keep moist, and put it in a propagator tray. That makes me think that I need to use a deeper seed tray for this one. So for this one, I'm going to use an old mushroom tray where I've popped holes in it in the bottom for drainage. I'm just going to fill that one up. I'm still slightly frightened of putting my hand in the compost bag in case of gribblies. Okay. Rest of the stack to tamp that down and make a firm base. And then time to sprinkle some seeds. Ooh, these ones are big seeds. I'll show you this. Is there any chance that you're going to be able to see? Maybe if I do it like that. Ooh, will it focus? Quite large seeds. So I will sow thinly as advised. Okay, so I've only sown about half the packet, and I'll keep back half because I can always do another sowing next month if I don't think that I've had a good germination rate. So that's good. And then this one is going to need, forgive me, a lot more compost over the top. I'm going to almost fill the tray. And you can watch whatever the dogs are doing in the background. And I'm just going to tamp it down again so that it's nice and firm. And that one is going to go in the propagator, and I'm going to put it in. I try and save clear plastic bags on the odd occasion when I get them, because they make really good individual greenhouses for seeds. So I will write the label, water both of these, and then pop the asparagus in a bag, and then I'll be back with you. Leave it. Leave it. It's not a buffet. To water, I filled a tray without any holes in with rainwater, just because that's what's in the watering can, not for any special reason. And I've just dropped the seed trays in it, so the water will soak up from underneath and I don't risk disturbing the seeds in the tray. It's only been about 10 minutes, maybe 15. And the top of both of these trays is already damp, so that should be enough water. Just in the last 10 minutes since I've been doing this, the weather has just turned so gorgeous. Really pleased that the dogs dragged me out, although they are now banned because they keep eating the compost out of the bed. And here we have the first seed sown in the propagator. I won't put the propagator lid on. It gets quite warm in here. The asparagus is in its little poly house. The verbena doesn't need it, and the bottom tray is on, so it will be keeping them nice and toasty. It's very impromptu filming again today, so I'm not going to do a proper tour of the allotment with you this time. I will think about and plan that one, but I just wanted to give you a little hint of a project that I've got coming up. This is a hole. I took a giant shrub out of here last year, and I've got great plans for this hole, so I wonder if you want to guess what it might be. Pop me a comment below if you think you know what's going to go in the hole, and I will see you next time. Oh, Peanut, you're so sad. You're so sad you're not allowed in.